Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Rolling with the Punches. Today we have a special guest with us, all the way from Englewood, California, the former WBA and IBF Super Bantamweight champion, Danny, the babyface assassin, Roman. Welcome, Danny, and welcome, David, out there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, coming to you coast to coast.
Hey, thank you, Jaime. Danny, what an honor it is to have you on our show. De veras, te lo digo de corazón. It's an honor to have you on our show. We have a set of questions that we wanted to ask you. One of the first ones is, you were telling me that you grew up in Englewood, ¿verdad?
Yes.
You grew up in Englewood. Did you, as a young man, I mean, first of all, how were you exposed to boxing, and did you always want to be a boxer?
Yeah, I mean, at that time, my uncle was taking my brother and my cousin to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no idea what boxing was, you know, but like as a kid, I was playing football, soccer. I ended up getting beat up. I come back home crying, and my dad said, you know what, it's time for you to learn how to fight, how to defend yourself. And so he sent me with my uncle that was training my brother and my cousin. So that's how it all started, you know. A day at a time, I went. I was like, you know what, what's this for, you know? So little by little, started going every day, started training. I even got to spar, and I was like, you know what, kind of like this. I'm gonna keep on going. And little by little, maybe 2-3 years went by, and you know, that's when I decided, you know what, I like this, you know. I think I'm made for this.
Well, Danny, it looks like you were made for it, because as an amateur, I saw that you were a 4-time national amateur champion, including a title at the Junior Olympics and silver gloves in 2005, also a PAL championship.
Yes.
So I think right there from the get-go, you knew that you had a future.
Yes. I was like maybe like around 11 or 12 when I was like, you know what, I'm actually winning.
I'm winning, like, and I have it in me, huh?
Yeah, I was winning, and that's where I said, you know what, I like this feeling, you know, and I think I'm good at it as well, and you know, this for me.
Hey, Danny, what happened to your cousin and your brother? Did they continue with the sport also, or were you the only one?
No, they did. They actually did the amateur as well. They actually went pro as well too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, my cousin, his name is Jose Manuel Roman. He did I think one of his last fights, he fought Leo Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so he did a few fights. My brother just did maybe like 3 or 4 of them. He was a middleweight, so he was a big guy.
A big guy. Is he still boxing, or is he training now?
No. He got married, and that was the end of that.
So you're the only one actually in your family boxing now, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah.
So Danny, besides your appearance, man, you're a good-looking young man, the babyface assassin. Is there any connection to Marco Antonio Barrera or Johnny Tapia? Those are two of my favorites. Is there a connection there with those two fighters?
Well, before I was a pro, they used to call me Chapito, a small kid, Chapito. And so once I turned professional, I was about to turn professional. I talked to my manager. I was like, his name's Eddie Gonzalez, and I told him, you know what, give me a different name, you know, like Chapito, like, you know what, that was back in amateur. Now I'm gonna turn pro, you know. So that's when he like said, you know what, you got a baby face, and you're an assassin in the ring, so we're gonna call you babyface assassin. And I was like, oh man, en honor a Barrera. I was like, all right. So yeah, that's how the nickname babyface assassin came to me.
Awesome.
Oh man, could you imagine if you would have stayed with the name Chapito? Right now, you would have been famous. Chapito Guzman.
Chapito Roman.
Exactly. Back then, Jaime, it was you know, a derogatory word, Chaparro. But when Chapo Guzman came in, everybody wanted the name Chapo. You watch it 10 years from now, you're gonna have kids named Chapo because people, you know what I mean, associate the name. That's funny. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Who was your childhood? I mean, you started boxing at 10, 11, 12 years old. Who was your hero, your boxing hero growing up?
Well, my dad, my family, they always like watching Chavez. So I'm gonna have to say Chavez, man. Chavez Senior. I grew up watching him, el ídolo de Mexico, you know. And everybody loves him, even myself, you know. I might have a different style, but you know, you get a little bit of his punches from him.
Yeah. Did you ever meet him? Have you met him yet?
No, I still haven't met him.
Really? And he's, well, usually at your fights, he's one of the commentators, right? That's commentating for TV Azteca or some of the other Hispanic channels, right? ESPN. You never met him, huh?
No.
Wow, okay.
I probably missed him.
Yeah. Well, we got to make arrangements for you to meet him. He's a great man. He's not only a great boxer, but he's also a great man, making positive changes in Mexico through his rehabilitation programs. So yeah, we'll make sure that hopefully soon we'll introduce you to him. He's a good man. Jaime.
Well, besides Chavez, who as a bantamweight, who do you see as the best bantamweight of all time?
For me, I got a few of them, you know. Está Olivares is the first one, man. First one in the list. Carlos Zarate. Jorge Arce. I like the way he fought too, man. Guerrero. And who else? Wilfredo Gomez. Hard hitter as well, man.
I just saw fighters. That I just saw that fight yesterday. The fight with him and Salvador. Man, that guy was a banger.
Oh, Salvador Sanchez.
No, Wilfredo. I mean,
Wilfredo. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he came hard. He came hard. He wasn't playing around. He was trying to knock that head off.
Yeah.
But, whose style do you kind of how do you see compare your style to who?
Well, you can say I'm more like a technician. But like I could do a little bit of everything. You know, if I gotta fight, I stand there and fight. I'll fight. If I gotta box a little, it all depends like the type of style I'm going against, and I'll make the proper adjustments. And but you could say more like of a technician.
More like a Marquez, Juan Manuel.
See.
Yep.
But he's in a different level than me.
No, man.
No, not at all.
He finished. You're on your way up there like that. So
yeah.
I watching your fights. I've watched you at the Ontario at the DoubleTree.
Yes.
And you have a very, very nice style and a very promising. So I'm looking at you as a technician too. That's why I was kind of asking the question. You're very you have very precise movement, and I like the way you set up your fighters and set up those punches. But man, give yourself the credit, brother. You're a former world champion, and you're going to be a champion here this coming 2021, brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, we were talking about earlier that you grew up in Englewood. Englewood, when people think about Englewood, you always think about the Crips, the Bloods, the drugs, the gangs, and so forth. Growing up in that type of environment, I know that boxing had a lot to do helping you stay away from gangs, from drugs, etc. What else helped? I mean, was it your parents? Was it a church, family, other than with boxing? What else helped you stay away from that type of world?
I mean, like growing up in that type of environment.
Yes.
I mean, you could easily lean to that type of lifestyle.
Yes.
Drugs, gangs, and it's all you look up to. You know, it's like, you know what, this guy gets the respect. This guy gets what he wants.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be like him. You know, I want that too. You know, but like good thing, I always have people that care for me and love me, my family. Friends, my coaches. I started going to church with family members, and they helped too, you know, keep me straight. Me ayudó, you know, like you could say more my parents, you know.
Yes.
Like, you know, as having Mexican parents, you know, sales un poquito, el cinturón, you know, la chancla.
La chancla.
So
that chancla is a world champion.
Oh, it sure is. That's right. Yeah.
it'll get you straight.
Yeah.
Me traté de like contigo. I try to surround myself with people is gonna like tell me, what's good and what's wrong. And like being a teenager, you always trying to be a little rebel, but my parents always knew how to deal with me, one way or another. So I mean, have people that care for you. That's good. They're gonna is actually helping you. Telling you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And they got to play a big part of your life.
Yeah. Are you a father yet? Are you married? Do you have kids?
No.
Not yet?
I'm still
No?
single.
Okay. Okay.
A ratito viene el tiempo,
Yeah.
I'm focused on this, like this
Yeah.
few years I got. I want to give it the best I got.
Yeah.
Be on it 100%.
Okay. Jaime.
What advice would you give kids coming up, let's say junior high, high school, even 19, 20-year-olds right now that are having dreams and goals of becoming a professional fighter, champion, of course, that's your ultimate goal. What advice would you give them right now?
First of all, listen to your parents. I know sometimes, you might think you know everything. I thought like that, so I'm gonna put myself as an example. Sometimes we might think we know everything, but like your parents are there for a reason. People that love you, people that let you know, like what, don't do this, because it's gonna lead to this, something bad, or do this, so para que te vaya bien en la vida, So like they live through it. Sometimes we don't know everything. Sometimes tenemos que callar y escuchar, and that's like the main thing. You gotta like listen to those that love you. You gotta like recognize, what, this guy actually, everybody's telling me to do bad, and I got this guy telling me, what, it's gonna have consequences. So hay que ponernos un poco más listos, para decidir, because you're wasting time. You can buy almost everything in this planet, but you can't buy time. So don't waste your time. Do what you love. Stay focused. If you're doing boxing, be disciplined, focus, listen to your coach, try to live a healthy life, no drugs, stay away from all that. Even if you're not doing boxing, you might have a career, you might have a goal in your life. Could be a doctor, could be a sheriff, could be a deputy, could be a teacher. And everything, you need discipline. You stay focused. As distractions all over, you tienes una meta, you have a goal, stick to it, look forward. Don't let other things distract you.
That's true, man. That's true.
With that, I know your short-term goal is to be a champion again. And yes, I know that your short-term goal is to fight Nettie or fight MJ again or Brandon Figueroa. Those are your short-term goals. And God willing, you're going to be able to fight him. You're going to become the champion again. But what are your long-term goals? You're 30 years old. Let's say you become a champion next year. You're 31 in 2001. And then 2002, you're 32 and life goes on. What are your goals? Do you have set goals, what you want to be in 5 years from now?
Usually I set short goals, try to live day by day.
Yeah.
But like you said, my short goals is this fight with the WBC champ, which is current right now, Luis Nettie.
Yes.
Or either get the rematch with MJ.
Yes.
Because I still believe we got unfinished business.
Yeah.
It was a close fight. But I still believe I took it. But let's accept. We got to learn from it, and I'll come back stronger. That's what I'm saying. We still got unfinished business. And
yes.
But your mandatory fighter is Nettie, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, for the WBC.
So you're basically say, hey, bring it on. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. I'm just a step away to get the chance to become a world champion again, and even with a great name and a great champion like Luis Nettie. And so you could say once I achieve that, it's time for a new goal. For the next step.
Yeah.
But like if I gotta say like for a long-term goal, I would say everything goes great in boxing. I end up retiring, I got a lot of options that I could go with. A
Mhm.
lot of stuff that I always wanted to do besides boxing.
Mhm.
One of them was to become a deputy,
Mhm.
if not police.
Mhm.
Uh, I participate a lot in the city of Englewood when they have events like for kids, and I like that. I like helping people, and I try to. If I have a long time goal for myself, I'll be to become a better Danny Roman, and be
Mhm.
example for the kids that look up to me, and
Mhm.
guide them to the right way. Una vida sana, buenos consejos en la vida, y after that, una buena mujer, get married and
Mhm.
live life.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Danny, please keep my number. When you're ready to become a deputy, I'm going to convince you to be a San Diego police officer because that's
All
what
right.
I was. And I'm
All
going to
right.
help you go through the tests. I'll help you go through the training process. I'll introduce you to recruiters, and we're going to put a San Diego PD uniform on you. So when
All
you're
right.
ready, keep my number. I'm serious when I'm telling you this. Keep my number. I still have a lot of contact with San Diego PD. And you know what? It's like my father used to say, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And if you're
Yeah.
really considering law enforcement, please consider San Diego PD. Jaime,
Yes,
you knew I
sir.
was going to say that, right?
Yeah, I knew you were. Hey,
Yeah.
Danny, real quick, man, do you see yourself after capturing the title um, moving up to junior featherweight?
Yes. Of
Mhm.
course, like when I was a champion, I was challenging the rest of the champions, which was Rey Vargas, and even the current WBO 126 champion, Navarrete.
Mhm.
So, like I heard on one of post interviews after his win, he said no, nobody wanted to fight me at 122, so I moved up. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I threw the challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Mhm.
Politics, but like if I gotta move, yeah, I still believe even with a good diet, I could go down to 118.
Wow.
So
No.
I'm here. I'm not here to waste time.
Yeah.
I'm here to fight the best. I'm here
Mhm.
for. It's gonna. You fight me. It's gonna be a fight. It's
Mhm.
not
So talking about the best, Danny, who's your five pound for pound best right now, right off the top,
right now.
right
Mhm.
now?
I could give you two right away. Is Usyk, the Ukrainian the dude that just fought, the
Yes.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best
Mhm.
because he captured all four titles,
Yes.
and it's not easy,
Mhm.
especially fighting once you're champion, fighting another champion. It's, I could tell you by experience when I fought TJ Doheny, uh,
Mhm.
I could say that's been the toughest fight of my career. A tough
Mhm.
guy, great champion. The second one will be Terrence Crawford.
Mhm.
The same thing because he's a great fighter. I like the way he fights. I like his mentality, and he captured all four belts. So
Mhm.
doing that is I mean, you got to be considered one of the best,
Yes.
especially in boxing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So where do you see Canelo and Teofimo?
Oh, man.
Mhm.
Canelo. I mean, he got his own. He's a great fighter, great champion. He's defended his belt a lot. He even moved up in weight, come
Mhm.
back down. Uh, I think he's great. I'll put him in one of my top five. But like you say, Teofimo, he proved everybody wrong.
Yes, he
A
did.
few weeks ago, he beat what people consider one of the best fighters, one of the best champions, Lomachenko.
Mhm.
So I mean, you got to give him credit, because he had doubters. Me myself, I wanted him to win, and it did because he's young, he's talented, and he got more future, But like props to Lomachenko. You got all this stuff going on that happened before the fight. You don't know if it's real or not, but like you know what? It's boxing, You win and you lose.
Mhm.
Right. What do you see
But
between a fight between both of them? Tank and Teofimo. I know that's right now being talked about as a future explosive fight. If that happens, who do you think has the upper hand?
Mm. I like both of them because they're young. They
Mhm.
still like even for myself, you know, there's always room to improve. Tank is a tough guy, power, a lot of power. Same thing as Teofimo, you know. So for me, it's like it's an even fight, you know. It all depends who wants it more.
That's fair.
Hey, Danny, I was going to ask you about the fight this past weekend going Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. Did you predict that was going to happen? Did you think that was going to happen, or did it catch you by surprise?
I mean, I know Leo, you know. I love Leo.
Yeah.
Even going through that fight, I know it was going to be a tough fight. But, like, you know what? Leo's my boy. You know, I'm with him in good or bad, you know, win or lose. Yeah. We used to spar back in the day, you know, when he was in Maywood. And then even after he left Maywood, he used to call me for sparring, you know, like, hey, like, you know what? We need, but like that was back when 118, 122. Yeah. So it was a few years back. So, I mean, going up against a tough guy like that, you know, it is boxing, you know. Yeah. Anything can happen. So, lo que importa, you know, que salió bien. He's in good health. You know, wasn't, you could say something like tragic that happened, you know. He got caught with a good shot. Yeah. I believe he was doing good. He was doing a good fight. Pero, boxing, it only takes one shot to change everything. Exactly. Yeah. Did you watch the fight? Yes, I did. You watch it? Yeah. He was doing well. But that one shot, I mean, he started at 118 and worked his way up. And that was his second fight at 130. So, hey, my respect. Everybody that I've talked to about Leo, and I've met him 2 times at the fights, what a great guy. Always smiling. And, great guy. Yeah.
So I'm going to close with this, Danny. If I knew your mom right now and your dad, I would tell them, man, what a great job they did raising you. Your personality, just everything about you, brother, man, you are right there as one of the best, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. And I just want to applaud your parents, man, and you, and for acknowledging that, number one, speaking like that about your parents. You know, you're honoring your mother and your father, and that's why you've been blessed, and you're going to continue getting those blessings, bro. But I just want you to pass that along to your parents, man. And you have 2 guys right here, 2 old guys right here, man, at a phone call. And I know right now, you know, you're looking forward to that fight. And David, I know you spoke with him a little bit about possible sponsorships for him. We need to get this guy plugged in. So anybody out there listening, this is the guy you need to back up, man. This is the future of what a true athlete is, with a great mind, beautiful soul and spirit. And we just need to support him. And David, I know you had conversations with Danny, so kind of let him know, you know, what's out there for him.
Yeah, definitely. You know what, Danny, please keep my number. I'm not just telling you this because of the show. I want to help you. If you really are considering a career in law enforcement, please call me whenever you're ready, and I will mentor you. I will help you, and we'll find the right path for you. And like I said, like my father used to say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And if you love helping people, being a police officer is one of the best jobs in the world. I guarantee you that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jaime, anything else?
Yeah, just Danny, where can people reach out to you if they're interested in helping you out with a sponsorship? What's the best way of that getting to you?
Is you can get in contact with me on Instagram. Is _ babyface assassin _ and that's where you can follow me as well. I'll keep you updated with anything that they'll let me know about the fights, any fights coming up, any activity I might be doing. Just send a message and I'll respond to you.
Right on, brother. And invite us to any, you know, hopefully in these coming months, we're able to go see you work out and so forth. We would love to come to you and film you live doing some of that workout. And man, I just can't wait to see you back in the ring, champ.
And we want you back on the show when you're ready to announce your next fight. We want you to announce it on Rolling with the Punches.
All right, I'll be perfect.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.